Hello and welcome to Rhymetime and Woodley's YouTube channel. My name is Michael, I'm the Lead Early Years Advisor for Rhymetime and Woodley's Nurseries. Today, in our first video, we're going to be looking at some top tips for toilet training. Top toileting tip number 1. Don't start training your child too early. You get a lot of peer pressure from other families and parents saying, my child's been doing it since the age of 18 months. But the child needs to have a full understanding of actually what's going on. They need to be able to tell you when they need the toilet or give you some kind of indication. Also, they need to be old enough to have bowel and bladder control to be able to make the decision that they need to go. Top toileting tip number 2. So potty or toilet, the decision is really up to you and your child. Does your child want to sit on the toilet? Some children will want to do that rather than use the potty because they might think that little children sit on potties and that big boys and girls sit on the toilet like their mummy or their daddy and other significant adults in their lives. The choice is up to you and your child, and do they feel comfortable? They must feel secure. Top toileting tip number 3. Making their potty their own. For a child to use a potty, they've got to feel comfortable with it, and what better way than to make it their own. Different people choose different ways of doing this, whether or not it's through role play and getting the child to sit the teddy on the potty first. Other ways to customise it would be using stickers, but of course you need to make sure that it's hygienic. Maybe let the child choose the potty that they want in the shop, but obviously this can be quite pricey if they choose the deluxe model. Top toileting tip number 4. Positive praise for their achievements. It can be incredibly frustrating when toilet training a child. Endless wet clothes potentially. But don't make the child feel insignificant or that they failed in their tasks. Keep it positive, keep it fun. Top toileting tip number 5. Are pull-ups good for helping your child to toilet train? Lots of different people have different opinions of pull-ups. What we have found is that sometimes this can actually delay toilet training. Children feel that they're wearing a nappy, so just continue to wee and it keeps them dry. If they're in pants or knickers, when they wee, it doesn't feel nice, it feels uncomfortable. So as long as you change them quickly and promptly, there shouldn't be any issue at all. They won't get sore. Where pull-ups come in would be at night time, would be the best time for this. Because children haven't always got the strength to control their bladder while they sleep for several hours. And also make sure that you don't give them lots to drink just before they go to bed. And last but not least, top toileting tip number 6. Once you start, don't stop. Some parents will start to try and toilet their child a bit too young. And they'll think, they're not ready, we'll start again in a few months. Then they start again in a few months' time. The child thinks, I'm really not that bothered, I don't want to do this. And then the parent stops again. And that can be extremely confusing for the child and very frustrating, and can mean that toilet training can take a lot longer than it really needs to and become an issue for the child and the family. You're better off leaving it until you're absolutely confident your child has some understanding. And then once you start, you keep going. Make sure you've got plenty of pants, plenty of knickers, plenty of spare clothes. Well, that's our 6 top tips for toilet training video. If you would like to leave a comment, please do so below. You may have individual experiences that may offer further advice to parents. The NHS website is also a good place to look for additional tips and points. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and share and comment and spread the word.